Hey, I'm fresh out the gym, take me as I am. Who cares? Now, let's get to it because it's about awareness and the information. Now, I've cleaned up quite nicely, so we don't worry about those type of things. We just care about getting the business done. Now, this topic, we're going to talk about masks. Masks. And I'm getting my sourcing, once again, from this book right here. Sold Out. James Richard. Great book. I like this book because it's current, it's up to date. It talks about things that's going on in our life today and what our tomorrows may look like. So it's this book kind of give you insight on what's to come. Or if you read a global trend, they already have it free online, then you would to know what's to come. So put yourself in position, right? Place yourself in a position to win, not in a position to lose. So can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. Another healthy discussion. Don't forget to subscribe and comment to this channel. Most importantly, share this information because it's about people being aware of what's going on. There's a lot of misinformation going on out there. So this is where you come to get some real information, get the real news, see what's going on in real time, in your time, in this lifetime, not in the next. So, and this is where we spread the truth here. This is where you have an opinion. You know, it isn't censorship going on, though we know what's to come to the USA, because all you have to do is pay attention to China. But that's another video. Today's topic, mask. And this mask mandate is back in full effect. September, it is back in full effect. Mask. Mask. I can't breathe. That's how I've always viewed the mask. I was told, now, drop a 9 if you believe that mask work. Drop a 6 in the chat if you believe that it doesn't work, right? And drop a 3 if you don't ever understand the concept of the purpose of the mask. It's like, I don't know, or I don't care. Mask don't stop the spread of the virus. Let me repeat, mask does not stop the spread of the virus, right? But I wanted to make a point before I get into this excerpt. We was taught to what? Inhale, right? Exhale. And maybe you should join me on this one. Do it 3 times. Inhale through your nostrils, and you exhale through your mouth or la boca. You inhale, let's do it one more time, through your nostrils, and you exhale through your la boca or your mouth. But if you have something over your face, it's just common sense to me, but I guess it isn't so common nowadays. If you put your hands over your mouth or any object over your mouth, how could you do the original concept of breathing, which is inhale, exhale? Oxygen, carbon dioxide. Oxygen comes in, carbon dioxide comes out, right? How could you do that with an object over your system? Your ventilation system, which is your nose and your mouth. Your ventilation system, which is your nose and your mouth. Your ventilation system, which is your nose and your mouth. So if you cover something, how could you ever inhale oxygen? You'll be forever exhaling. You're not inhaling anymore, so therefore you can't breathe. You'll be forever exhaling carbon dioxide in and out, plus whatever is on the mask. I don't think people really understand that. I mean, a fool is a fool. People have gotten in today's world, it's like whatever you tell them, they do without questions, without saying, what happens if I don't do that? Oh, let's create an alternative way, right? No one asks those questions. But let's jump into the excerpt. Masks don't stop the virus. Masks don't stop the virus. The SARS-CoV-2 virus is about 1/5,000 size of the weave in a typical mask. So you know how they weave the mask to put the mask together? The virus is like a microscopic, a speck of a speck of a speck that can bypass those masks, the so-called virus, to bypass the mask anyway. So, is it effective? Why are we practicing things that's not effective? It don't reduce the it doesn't does anything but harm you. You, the person that's wearing it. But let's continue. The virus passes through easily through the mask. Leave aside the fact that people don't wear the mask correctly. Masks do cause users to inhale recycled CO2. Masks do cause users, which is you, to inhale recycled CO2. The other day I hopped on a plane and I said, my God, my fathers, there's no way I can do it. 6-7 hour flight, you have a mask on, everybody masked up. How could you breathe? And you all the way up in the air stratosphere. How could you breathe? Whereas it's supposed to be abundant oxygen. How could you breathe? You know, I get a headache every time I get off the plane. Every time. Why? Because lack of oxygen is going to my brain based on the requirement that they require. That's why I decided to make sure that I'm doing my video podcasting and stuff. Find a hustle indoors because I already see what's to come. You know, I already see what's to come. Inform the people, help the people, connect. You know, get you some farmers, get you some people with land, you need all of those things around you. You yourself don't have to have all of those things, but make sure someone around you does, and make sure that you have something of equal or shared value that you can contribute to. That's called a community. The community can save this entire thing. But let's continue. Masks cause users to inhale recycled CO2, which causes dizziness. It causes dizziness. Why? When do you get dizzy? Lack of oxygen. Forcing children to wear masks is a kind of child abuse. Ooh. And then when you do decide, if you decide to get the vaccine, you can't sue the vaccine, you can't sue anybody. You have to sign paperwork saying that you cannot sue anybody, knowing that the CDC just told you that it doesn't work. The variants are multiplying so fast that by the time they decide to do something to it, it does not work. But yet, you, the people, decide to still, hey, it's not gonna hurt. It doesn't work, but it doesn't hurt. Whoa, it doesn't work, but it doesn't hurt. Put a 9 in the chat.